the healthy foods located in the stores, and are supermarket or marketing experts rather getting hip to this to lure consumers to buy more junk food? So I loved this question as well because, in fact, actually, many grocery stores, the layout is designed with consumer psychology in mind to maximize sales. Think about that. This is still a business, right? And this often will influence where different types of food are placed. But here's a general idea of what we look at when we're looking at the tactics employed by stores. Perimeter shopping is a big one. Traditionally, the perimeter or the outer aisles of the store is where you'll find the fresh produce, the dairy, the meat, the seafood. And these are considered healthier options. So think of that, okay? So keep that in mind. Now they're becoming, marketers are becoming quite savvy, and they're popping in lots of, bits and bobs into those areas as well, because those will end up being impulse purchases, okay? So just be savvy to that as well. But traditionally, this has been the area of where the fresh produce, in the produce that doesn't have that long ingredients list. Now, the middle aisles, this is where the processed and packaged foods are located. So including snacks, sodas, maybe desserts. Generally not the healthiest choices can be found here, but you can also find things like your whole grains, maybe your nuts, your legumes. But really, there's a plethora of less healthy, highly processed options here. So just be very savvy when you're going down those aisles. Okay. Now, the end caps and checkout lanes. So these are prime real estate spots for impulse purchases. So while you might occasionally find like a promotions for healthy foods, many times what you'll find here is like the candies, the chips, the sodas, the donuts, magazines. Obviously we see that as well. So yeah, be savvy and aware of this. Now, what are some of the tactics that stores and marketers use in order to really, hook you? Eye level products. So brands often pay more for their products to be placed at eye level because consumers are more likely to pick them up. And these aren't always the healthier options. So it's worth looking at the higher shelves and the lower shelves. Maybe you'll find different things, better choices. A great example of this, I just found the other day, well, not the other day, but it's a product that my boys love. They love like chocolate hazelnut spread, traditionally coined as Nutella. That's what people go for normally. But that's full of, nasty stuff. But when we lived in Europe, we found this amazing company, Italian company, that makes the most delicious, delicious dairy-free, no palm oils, no nasties in it. Chocolate hazelnut spread, which my kids love, and they'll have it with apple, or sometimes they'll have it breakfast on their porridge or something like that. It's delicious, absolutely delicious. And low in sugar and yum. It's super yum. But even in the health food store here, or like in the stores like Whole Foods, etc., it's not on the middle aisle. It's right at the very, very bottom. And it's that's very much an example of this, where it's those bigger brands that will, that have the dosh behind them, shall we say, that can place their products on these shelves in the middle shelves to, people can see them and grab them. They look very, appealing, and you don't have to make the effort to, bend your knees or reach up to the tippy top and try to get the things down. So, very interesting one to consider. Now, sales and promotions. While healthy foods sometimes do go on sale, many promotions are for the processed foods or for those that have higher profit margin. So remember that as well, okay? Then also consider health buzzwords. I think as consumers become more health conscious, many brands are using health related buzzwords like natural, organic, gluten-free, or no added sugars, even if the product isn't particularly healthy overall. So this is where reading those nutrition labels and really looking at the ingredients list, and we will provide you guys with some, downloadable content so that you can, almost take like a little bit of a guide as to, so what you're looking for and what you're reading and what's on those labels. Important. Okay. Now, product placement. This is another one very similar to the eye level products that we look at. Those stores might place junk foods next to healthier ones to create the association or attempt to buyers. So for instance, placing chips next to salsa in the produce section. Often this is an example of that. they'll sometimes have sampling station where they're offering samples to entice shoppers to try and then buy. Again, while there might be the occasional healthy food option, sometimes these are the processed or high margin items, which aren't terribly good for us. And then we start to look at things like loyalty programs and apps, which then send you, push promotions or push notifications and coupons to consumers that may not always be for those healthier options. They do tend to be for the ones that are not so great for us. So just really consider that, guys, when you're doing your shopping. And yeah, you have to be super vigilant, I think, and read those labels and just be really aware of the marketing tactics when you go shopping, so that you are making the healthiest choices. And guys, it comes down to, it's not about perfection. It's just about, just giving it a try, really trying your best here. To encourage as many healthy options into your life, into your diet.